Hello! So, you may have seen my how I cheated high school video. This one is a little more geared towards the getting to, oh my gosh, it's more focused towards the college aspect of what I did and what really benefited me. Stuff I did in high school, but also stuff I did right before college or the beginning of college. So, when I came to college, I was 17 years old. I was underage. I mean, there were high schoolers in where my college town is that were older than me. And I was in college and they were in high school. And you wouldn't think it'd be that big of a deal because it's only like a year difference or maybe a year and a half, I don't know. But, I mean, it could be a mind crazy concept of you're on your own and you're not an adult. So, my experience was a little bit unique in the sense of I really didn't really know anyone who did this other than one person. And yeah, I kind of had a wild experience. So let me talk about it. First, I'm going to talk about what's a scam. A scam. Because there are things that are scams. AP exams. If you're a super good test taker, great. Good for you. Scam. Scam for me. Because I was shitty at test taking. The worst. I got an 800 on my SAT. And I think the highest was like 1,600, which I couldn't even imagine. But I was so shitty at exams. I got 3s on the AP exams I did take. And I failed a lot of them. Just to preface, I took a lot of fucking AP classes, and let me preface this, AP classes are not the same as AP exams, because AP, advanced placement classes, are just basically college classes, whereas AP exams are the credits you could possibly earn from those classes. My biggest thing was I would take the AP classes, I would not take the exam, or I'd sign up for the exam just to see what I would get for funsies, which I did a lot. But what's not a scam is dual credit. Dual credit, not a scam. It is the best thing that has happened. Oh my gosh, that has happened to me throughout this experience. Taking my classes and knowing I'm getting credits no matter what, but by getting good grades in my high school AP classes, then that was a great feeling. At the end of it, if I failed my exam, guess what? It's just an AP exam. Like, I already have the credits through my dual enrollment program. And in my high school, I worked with OIT, SOU, and I did a few through CCC, and it was great because I know I had those credits after I left high school, and I could apply them into college. And yeah, it's an amazing resource, and use it. Talk to your counselor about what classes offer dual enrollment, specifically dual enrollment, not just AP, because that's important. Community college classes, you would think, Autumn, I want to go to university. Why am I gonna need freaking community college classes? They help. All those classes you're looking at, if you're a freshman in college, there are some classes in there you do not want to take. You don't want to take those. They're annoying, they're a shit ton of money, and they're irrelevant to most of the time to your degree. But in general, take them early through the summer. There are some summer classes you can take through your community college. If you qualify for financial aid or need financial assistance, you can take them for free. And if you don't qualify, they're pretty fucking cheap. And if you talk to your parents and you're like, hey, I'm going to college, I'm prepping, like, there are these classes through these community colleges, and they'll save us money. If you phrase it like that, like, you don't want to pay for those classes, do you? Then they are going to probably want to pay for you, okay? And if you were like me and I graduated early, then you could talk to your counselor and see if those community college classes that you're taking will apply for your credits in high school and use that as a way to graduate early from high school. So yes, use your community college, wherever that is, next to you, and if you can use those classes in high school to get you college credit, do that. Saving for college, that is a huge topic, which I'm probably not all gonna get into because it was a roller coaster. Make some sort of, doesn't have to be completely structured, but make some sort of list of the things you will have to pay for. So for me, my parents were very supportive after the fact, after they came around to this whole concept of me being in college. And we made a spreadsheet and they were like, listen, this is what we're willing to pay. You have to pay the rest of this. Be blunt. Being as blunt as you can with your parents and with them, with you, that'll help you out. Because then when it's time to pay the bill, you can figure it out. For me, I had to pay my room and board and dining plan. That was just it. My parents didn't. They were like, listen, you're doing this thing, so guess what? You're responsible. And I was like, okay, sure. So I got a job. I worked at a retail company, or retail store, I guess. And I worked pretty much every single weekend, my senior/junior year. And I worked over the summer, and yeah, that's how I save up my money. How I would do it was 50% of my check would go to fun stuff, 50% of my check would automatically go into a savings account. And it works. So do that. That's the only way you're going to save for college, unless you have other support, grandparents, your parents specifically, and I don't know, any family members, I don't know. Anyone that's willing to help you out, take them on their help, because anything helps really when you're in college. CLEP exams. On the topic of college credit, CLEP exams were they not just are, but like they should be everyone's like priority before you go into college, because those CLEP exams they're essentially if you're taking AP exams because you're a good test taker, fuck bro, you've hit the jackpot. You've hit the lottery of college credits. Because let me tell you what CLEP exams are. They're basically college credits that you can take by taking a standard exam for whatever subject that's in. And if you get an above, it depends on the scoring, but let's say if you get above a 60 points out of 100, you automatically get 4 credits. Doesn't that sound fucking sweet? You don't have to take that class in college. You don't have to take that class in high school. You don't even have to take that college class. You don't need to take a college class to take these exams. If you go on College Board, the same place where you take AP stuff, with AP, listen, don't quote me on this, but I think AP exams might be more expensive than CLEP. And if that's the case, you've already saved money and time. How I see it, if you are very confident in a subject. I have a friend super fucking good at calculus, super fucking good at chemistry. He self-studied. If you have a friend like that and they're not really interested in taking the classes because they already know the shit, but they need the college credit, send them to CLEP. You book your own CLEP exam. You find a college that administers CLEP exams. You find the nearest college. You set up a time, you pay the fee, and then you just go and take the test, and you get your results immediately, by the way. They print it out on a machine, they hand you the piece of paper, and it'll say if you pass or not, and you can see how many credits you earned. When I tell you, I know the people that know about CLEP exams, they found this resource to be hella helpful. For me, I wasn't sure if I got all of my credits for my Spanish stuff that I did, because I didn't do good on the AP exam. I went in and took the CLEP exam, came out with 4 credits for Spanish. I didn't even have to take anything. I just paid the fee, went in for the exam, did the exam, came out, got the credits. I know someone that did it for biology, and he came out with like 4, and he did it again and came out with, then he had a total of 8 credits, and he just took the exam. So, check it out. If you're really good at a subject, or if you took, let's say you took just regular psychology in high school, you're like, oh shit, I should have taken an AP. Go to your CLEP, go to College Board, go to your CLEP. See, first of all, so if you're looking for university stuff, see if you're what credits your university takes, and they should tell you on there, though you take this CLEP exam, you get these credits. So look at your university, see what credits would match up with which CLEP exam would match up with the credits. Sign up for your CLEP, pay for the CLEP, go and take the test, and if you're really good at the subject, like you think you are, you will get the credits. And the test is not hard, by the way. All of it is multiple choice, every single time. And they'll give you a piece of paper for scratch, and yeah. To me, in my head, that saves you so much money and time, too. So, do that. And I did it to help prep over the summer before college. Yep, we're going to college. That took a while, but it's okay. For summer prep, what I did was I obviously worked, but I knew going into college that what my struggles were going to be were like transitioning academically. So what I did was I continued to take my college summer classes, and that helped me kind of catapult into college. But also, if you prep beforehand, if your parents are really good on gift giving, which mine are, I think gift giving is one of their love languages for sure. But if you know that like they'd be willing to like buy you a mini fridge for Christmas one year, that's what mine did. And you knew you wanted to graduate early in sophomore year, so you have junior year. Oh my gosh, I'm getting into like everything in my last video. Anyway, if you know they're gonna be willing to pay for like your mini fridge for Christmas, put that on your list early, so then you get your mini fridge and you have some time to get other things. Don't wait till the last fucking minute to get everything you need, because you won't be able to. It'll be the week before college. You'll be broke out of your mind, and you don't want to be broke going into college. You're gonna be broke out of your mind. Your parents are gonna be broken. They're gonna be pissed at you because suddenly you need all these things. And prep. Make a list. Talk to your roommate. See what they're gonna bring. See what you can bring, and figure that shit out. Figure it out beforehand. Because it'll help a lot. And learning to live independently. Listen, if you are someone similar to my position where you came into college early at 17 years old, it's going to be really hard for you. It's going to be really hard for you to live independently, especially if you're super close with your family. It's going to be hard. I was always kind of naturally independent, so that wasn't a huge thing for me. But if you rely on that support emotionally, you're going to struggle a lot. But it's okay. You can figure it out. Practice. Here, this is what I did a lot. Go on hikes alone. Okay, that sounds actually really scary. I say that a lot. If you have a really safe neighborhood, or you're in a very safe place, or you have your phone on you at all times, be safe, okay? But if you can start doing stuff on your own, because that helps a lot. Like, go grocery shopping alone, because you will do that all the time in college. Go grocery shopping alone, go on hikes alone, walk around alone, safely, and just start living independently. Start cooking your own food or prepping your own food, because, as much as, actually, not a huge fan of my mom's cooking, but if you're like, oh my gosh, I love my mom's like spaghetti or whatever it is, you need to start learning like to make meals for yourself. Like, figure that out beforehand, or figure out what you will eat or what you can prepare, and plan that way. But yeah, figure it out, because once you get to college, you think it all magically comes to you, like, oh, I'm in college now. suddenly I know how to cook, clean, I know how to take care of myself, and I know how to live with a roommate. No, you don't. No, you don't. I have a little brother, and I still have trouble with this one. Okay? So, yeah. It's hard, okay? And as much as, I would have loved to just been like, yeah, college, I got this. It was not that way. I had to learn, and I had to plan, and there was some stuff to do. So, yeah. Prepping before college as much as you can, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of the things, financially especially, then do that because, yeah, that'll help out. Now, this one is specifically tailored for people going into college at 17. How to be the youngest in the crowd. Now, this one, very specific because this was my experience for a long time. I only turned 18 last month. So, this was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, I couldn't do things a lot of other people could because they needed their IDs to check in. They needed to be 18 for these, I don't know, certain things in college, and I couldn't do it. Or I had to find a workaround. And it was like, how to be the youngest in the crowd is, I mean, in some situations, it might be good to just be like, hey, guys, I'm 17. Other times, you need to blend in. I mean, seriously, blend in. Let's just say you're in a business class, you don't want your business people to know you're 17. Because then, they may talk to you like a baby, like, oh, you were just a little kid. Or if your professors know, they may look at you differently. You don't want that. You want to be respected. We want to be respected, right? We want to be seen for our opportunities, right? Yes. And so, disclosing your age at first may not be what you want to do. I know for my professors, they don't know I'm 17. Or they didn't know I was 17, sorry, because, it can ruin things. I mean, I personally didn't have an experience of being ruined by it, but they can see you differently, and you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want to be the annoying 17-year-old in the room. And at least if you're annoying, they won't see you as less than you. You'll be the adult annoying person in the room, which I don't know if is any better, but hey, at least you'll be seen as a freaking child, which is so annoying and really, really rough. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to living 17 in college. I didn't really talk specifically about the emotional, mental things that regarding being 17 in college. I did a little bit just now, but maybe I'll talk more about how that really shaped my mind, because it did. But yeah, trust yourself, believe in yourself, and know that you can do this, because you can. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So yeah, leaving it off on that note.